Flying Tigers, the famous American...
Hello! Right, we have a very poorly P40 Warhawk. This is the ParkZone version. There are many versions that are almost identical to this one. This is the ParkZone one. I believe this came out about 11 years ago. Anyway, this was gifted to me by one of the club members a couple of years ago, actually. Basically saying if you can make it fly, you can keep it. Well, I've only just really got around to doing it. So, to save work, by the way, if you hear the banging, it's one of my neighbours. He likes to do his cars. Anyway, so what we have a motor that is jingly jangly. We have bits missing off the vertical stabiliser. The whole vertical stabiliser is loose. We have a flappy wing. So we're going to try and make this better. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably start with the vertical stabiliser, just so I can turn this thing upside down and not worry too much about it. Now I have got some foam, but I can't find it, which is pretty typical of me. So I think what I'll do to start off with oh, by the way, before anybody asks, the battery is 150 milliamp 1S 3.7 volt 45C, okay, and that's been fully charged, so that's just on Velcro at the moment. So there we are with that. And yes, my friend Martin is making a noise. Anyway, I'll have to put up with it. So let's start with the rudder. Now I'm going to offer that up and just draw the shape using my architect's pencil. And I know that's got to go like that, from there to there. Okay, so put the model just to one side for a moment. Now let's see if I can do this first time. You can't always do everything first time, but you can't beat a try, that's what I always say. So let's see. Now I'm going with the grain with this, okay, and I'm just cutting it rough for now, and then I can shape it down using some glass paper. It's just balsa, I think it's 1/16, I think, something like that, 3mm. Anyway, let's see if we can get this some sort of shape. I mean, that's got to be brilliant. I mean, this thing's 11 years old, you know. Yeah, that needs shaping. So what we do, we're going to get some nail files. In the UK, we call it the pound shop. You go down to the pound shop and buy these cheap, cheerful nail files. They don't last too long, maybe because they're cheap and cheerful. But anyway, they're good enough for what I need for now. And you just do a little bit of sanding there. Let's keep offering it up. Oh, that's nearly right, actually. Got to get a little bit off the top. In fact, I might even glue it at that. Might even glue it at that and then shape it on. Yes, now I'm going to use some CA foam safe. See how I get on with that. Get a little bit of glue running out. Yeah, there we go. So I'll glue that on there. I can't glue it to that bit there because that's the actual rudder. We'll paint it on, blend it in once it's all nice and secure. Like that. Probably just needs a little touch more actually. What I didn't do is round off the back side, just round that off a little bit. Drop more glue on. There you go. I might put some kicker on that just to get it started. Oops. There you go. Yeah. That'll be totally set in a couple of minutes. If not already. Right, now then. Blow on it, let's give it a bit of help. And just shape that in. I mean, I'm not trying to make a great job out of this because, you know, this thing's been damaged. It's not going to win any awards. It's just to tidy it up and help it get back into the air again. And that's all we're trying to achieve now. I don't know if I've still got all my coloured pencils here, but that can wait just for now. So, what's next? The wing. So that's why I want to turn it over on its back, so that's why I want that horizontal stabiliser in a fairly good condition. So we have a broken wing. Now I can run some glue in there, but what I do want to do, I want to use a little bit of carbon fibre. What's this size? This size is 0.8 by 1.2 millimetre, and we're just going to get that leading edge there. There we go, up to about there. Okay, and then we're going to cut that using a quite sturdy blade. Let's put a little bit of pressure on it. And then once you got into it, you can tap it with a hammer if you want to, which I happen to have one here. Should be almost through. There you go. Put the hammer back. Okay, and just touch up the ends there. And then what we'll do, we'll use some sellotape on that leading edge. Yeah, that needs to be shortened slightly, only ever slightly. Got it. There you go. That looks like the jobby. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put some foam safe in there. Offer it back up, some kicker on it. I mean, normally, you know, you probably take a bit more time and care, perhaps, but this is, you know, it's just an old model. We're just trying to get it into the air basically, and you'll probably see that there's some white bits on that wing where the kickers hit the glue, and I need to keep it in a fairly stable condition while I put this carbon fibre rod on. I may put one on the other side as well, I don't know yet, because I may want to balance it out. So this is where I need to get the bench nice and clean and get some sellotape. There you go. Put a little lip on the next bit. Now, put that down there like that. What we're going to do, we're going to cut that in half. Okay, I'm going to put a nice neat cut on the end there. There we go. And that should now lift off. At least that's the idea. There we go. Lay the carbon fibre down. Like so. Hopefully lift the whole thing off in one piece, like that. Okay. Press that in. There we go. And that will give it, well, the idea is it will give it a heck of a lot of strength. Now we've got to cut it where the guns are. Okay, and bring that round like so. Okay. And like I said, it's just to get it to fly. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to go into it, I mean, you probably could make quite a nice, really nice job invisible, but that's not what we're about today. Partly because I'm hoping tomorrow to go and do some indoor flying. I could take this with me. The guy who's given it to me anyway has written it off, so. There we go. Now I'm going to put a little beam of glue into that crevice there. I probably won't use the kicker on this one because it'll spoil the paintwork, and I'm not in a hurry for that bit to dry. Okay, there you go. Right, so back to the horizontal stabiliser. So yeah, this has been glued before using what looks like epoxy. Not really sure the wisdom of that, but anyway, let's just use some foam safe all the way around. Be quite liberal about it, I think. And eye it up so it's as horizontal as we can get it, using just by eye. Where's me kick up? There you go. Just give that a minute. It looks pretty horizontal actually. Yeah. I'll have to do a little bit of trim on the actual rudder itself. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and get some something to paint that green. So I won't be a minute. I'll be right back. Right then. Found some Sharpie pens. I have a bunch of Sharpie pens that are different colours. 11 quid for the pack. So I'm going to put a brand new blade in, and being extra careful. Does this actually fit this handle? No, oh, does it? I'm not sure that it does. Anyway, put a brand new blade in. Let's see if it fits that handle. Yes, it does. This is a number 26 blade. Well, we're going to have a look at the motor. Now, the only way into the motor is to take this cowling off, and the only way to do that is to do some surgery on the nose. So you follow the panel lines, okay, and you just run your knife. You want a brand new blade, okay, and already that's starting to come away. Okay, and we're going to have to run across this panel line here. Now although I'm got the cameras on, I'm doing this for me, not for you right now, so you can't quite see. I'm very sorry, but I don't want to muck it up, just to get a decent shot of it. It might seem quite dramatic, but it's the only way you're going to get into these things. And there we go, it's popped off. There we go. Okay, now please note there's quite a sharp angle there. Okay, so the thrust angle is to the right. Now why is this wobbling? Okay, that just needs re-gluing down. But it does give you the opportunity to see inside the model. Okay, so we might get away with that. Now we've got to be a little bit careful with what we do with the glue. Lift that up a little bit. I don't want that glue getting into the gearage or the motor. Use some sort of what looks like hot glue. Rest my finger on that. Get some fixer on it. I'll just keep my finger there just for a moment or two, and hopefully that will take. So it needs a bit more in that corner. You're going to need quite a thin CA to let it run in. Where's the fixer? Otherwise, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah. So luckily the PCB board's on its side there, so we didn't manage to damage that. So that's good. Okay. Now I don't think, yeah, that's glue solid. That's solid now. Okay, so putting that back, I don't think I'll use any glue. I think I'll just use sellotape, because I might want to take that off again. If I glue it, it'll probably make it twice as hard to get it off again. Let's just see. That seems to be fairly free. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So if we get, no, we've got some of this left over on the pad. Let's see. I'll cut that bit there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 centimeters long. See, each square on this pad is 1 centimeter. So you can measure stuff. It's a case of lifting it off, not tearing it. There you go. Put that round here. Now, I don't know about the P51 so much, but I know that in this position on the Spitfire, this is where the fuel tank would be. I just happen to know that. There you go. Put some down each side here. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, make it 5 centimeters long. Okay. Not handling this very well, am I? Put it in the knife. Rest that on. That's all. Could be neater. That could be a lot neater. Let's put it under the exhaust stack. There you go. That's that bit. Now for the last bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut that. Now come on. It's not come up straight, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to win any prizes. Some of the exhaust stacks. Put that in. There we go. There we go. See? Holding on all right. Propeller's turning around okay. Right, what's left? A little bit of colouring in, I think. So I got this sort of browny Sharpie pen. And we'll just colour that in on bits where there's been tape and past repairs by other people, not me. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. Anyway, there you go. A little bit there. I mean, it's not going to come out dead perfect, but it's a start, isn't it? A bit of green there. Any more brown bits? Not that I can see off the top of my head. And I just want a bit of green now, just to even things up. Oh, hang on a minute, there's a bit there. There you go. A little bit there. That way. The rest is green. Now, I can't get a dead on green for that. Just 1 second, I'll put some green ones over here. Here we are. Now if you start with a light green, you can always go darker, can't you? So put some light green on that. That's a little bit too light, isn't it? Go for the darker one. What's this one like? Could be better. Try the darker green. No. It'll do. It'll do. That'll do. You know, not looking for perfection, not looking to win any prizes, just to get it to fly. It's an old bird. Okay, just put them to one side. So I think, let's have a look. I'm just weighing it up whether to put another piece of carbon fibre over this other wing or not. That looks pretty sturdy. So let's fire it up and see what happens. So here's the radio. I use Spectrum. Some of my friends don't rate Spectrum. I think Spectrum's alright. I don't think there's anything wrong with Spectrum. So I've previously bound this. Okay, and then turn this over, and here is your battery. Get this the right way around. I'm going to push that as far forward as I can for reasons I will tell you in a minute. And there's that, yeah, it's bound. There's the red light in there, fully on. Try the throttle first. Yeah, lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, you might hear some rattling. That's because it's got forgotten how you pronounce it now. It tries to right itself. So check the rudder, left and right, left and right. Now that's got to come left a little bit. Okay, so we've got no trim left on it. So what we're going to do is use the pliers, and you'll see there's a little bendy bit there. Just squeeze that together a little bit. That allows us to put some trim back in. Right. We'll open that up a little bit. And something a bit more. No, that'll do. Having several sets of pliers is a big help. That looks straight to me. So right, left, yeah. Okay, well looking that's right now, up and down, elevator, up, down. Yeah, that's working. Ailerons, turn, banking right. Yeah, banking left. Okay, and just one more time on the throttle. There you go. So, what's left? Well, I'll tell you what's left. Now, settings. Shut up. Right, settings. I have three settings. I have high, medium and low. Now, on the Expo, I've used 20%. That's on for the sticks there. And for the high rates is 100%. Mid rates is 70%. And low rates is 50%, all with 20% Expo. And if you don't know how to do that, I've probably already done a video on how to do it, I don't know, but there's plenty of people out there show you how to do that if you don't know how to do it. So there's one thing left to do. Now let me just see. Yeah, I think I'll just disconnect that battery just for now. It's going a bit mental and I don't want that to distract what we're doing. Right, Right, there we go. Now I'm going to place the battery back, which will make sense in a moment. And I'm going to turn off the radio. Okay, that's fully charged, that radio, and I don't want to accidentally leave it on and then get to the place where I want to fly and find out it's flat. Now, for those of you who have watched me regularly, you've seen this before. This is how I tend to balance out my my aircraft. Now, from the leading edge going back, the CG is 26 millimeters, so 2.6 centimeters from the leading edge back. I've drawn a pencil line there. What I do, I just put these on here. Now I have marked the top, so I know more or less where it's got to go, and that a little bit nose heavy. Put the battery back. See if that makes any difference. It's better to have it nose heavy than tail heavy. If you got it tail heavy, it'd be uncontrollable. Just a little bit of nose heavy there. Check us underneath. Yeah. Right, so I have got a weight on the front there, which I'll take off. 5 gram weight, and we'll start again. I'll put the battery right forward this time. See what that's like. Okay, so that mark there, that mark there. Let's see. Oh, oh. Well, shiver my timbers. It's ever so slightly tail heavy. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take this 5 gram weight and see if I can break it in half. Right, I've got my weighing machine out. I'll cut the piece off, 0.94 grams, so it's 0.5 of a less than a gram. So we're going to offer that up again. Okay, just double check it. That's on the line. There you go. Put 1 gram on there. I wonder if it needs a bit more. That's about as far forward as I can get it. I think that may be right. I think that may be right. So I want to go with that. Stick that on. So, oop, nearly fell on the floor there. So what are we going to do? We're going to use a little bit of sellotape, I think, and stick it on with that, at least for now. With sellotape, you can always take it off again, you see. Right, here we go. Just put a little lip on there. If I don't do it now, I'm going to struggle getting the tape off at a later date. So put that on there like that. And what we'll do, we'll stick that just by the air intake at the very front where I can get it. Now obviously I don't want to interrupt the airflow, if I can help it, to the motor, because the motor might get a bit warmer. There you go. In fact, you can hardly see that. Now I'll just put this weighing machine away to one side so I don't damage it or lose it. Okay, now we'll bring the balancer back. We'll get that on there. Let's have a look. And that, look at that. I think I'll buy that. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, a quick video for you, and that's how you fix a ParkZone P40, the original. There's been lots of copies of this made, so what I'm going to do is end the video there. That's ready for maiden. And as always, I don't get paid any money. Nobody gives me anything to do as projects, or not sponsored or anything like that. So all you need to do is give it the thumbs up, and if you don't like it, well, hit the thumbs down twice. No need to buy me a coffee. I haven't got Patreon, and I don't even know how it works anyway. So the best thing you can do for me, if you appreciate it, is give it the thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. There's a little share button there, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have that flying. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Goodbye.